is a prototype. This hat I'm wearing, it's a prototype I found in the sample room. Look how big.
I think it's kind of fire.
This is a fail for us. You might be able to pull this off. For us, this is a fail.
I have my
This will
homie
never see the light
Bacall,
of
who
day.
put me on to this whole thing going on that you guys got going on here.
Yeah.
He would fucking rock that.
Well,
I know
here's
he
the
would.
issue with it. I'm down with a boonie, but look how big the fucking brim is. It's like the boonie up top. This is all boonie business. This is all grandma business right here. It's like you're going to a funeral with your grandma.
It's kind of fire. It's like
You like it?
I like it. I like the outdoorsy vibe it kind of gives.
That's based off of a Vietnam era boonie cap design.
Here we go. Here he goes. Here he goes.
Are these both active?
We have double mics, double fisted. Hey guys, welcome to the show. Welcome to the motherfucking show. We have new sponsors, okay? The first sponsor is Frog Fuel. Frog Fuel, you get your amino acids, protein in a pack, in a shot, and it dries for maximum potency, maximum efficiency. What I like to do in the morning when I'm on the run, okay? I take one Frog Fuel, 3 raw eggs, coconut water, and some bone broth, and I put that in a glass and I suck it down.
Nah.
I swear to fucking God.
Bone broth is so good for you.
I'm like, you know what? Let me get the maximum amount of good shit in me right now.
Yeah,
right
just so you can jumpstart the
right
day.
now. Not first thing in the morning. It's after I've worked out.
Okay, word.
And now,
But still, the good little replenishment.
yeah, it's a nice little
Feed the muscles, feed the body, feed the mind.
Feed the mind.
Yeah.
Look, build the body, support the mind with the temple of the body. Inside the temple is the mind. That's the nexus. That's the diamond in the front of Little Uzi Vert's forehead, reflecting all the energy. The amber is the color of his vibe. Then that comes back to us in a crystal, in a pyramid, back into the all-seeing eye of Osiris, Baphomet.
All that energy shooting straight out of your kundalini into the ether, coming back to you as divine information that you can then process and then regurgitate into creativity.
It's just data, baby. We're talking about data. We're talking about, listen, the same amount of data.
Data daddies.
That is in. This is the Data Daddy show. This whole show is about data, and I'm breaking off facts for you guys. The same amount of information you could put in the world's biggest supercomputer is contained in one crystal. How do I know that? It's called science. You fucking idiot. You take that crystal and you put it outside to bake in the sun, and you throw away your computer. Now the problem here's the issue is that you can't get into the crystal. There's no mouse.
You can't plug
put a
anything
keyboard,
into it.
But the information is in the
It's
crystal. Everyone knows this.
We just got to figure out how to hone in on that. And then what's even nice is you can use the moon to charge that crystal, so it's solar and moon energy.
Right, and if you want to fully get that crystal engaged on a molecular level with on the deepest, most emotional, spiritual plane, you need to insert it into your body at some level. If you're a man, it goes to one place. If you're a woman, it could go in a couple places.
Few.
But it has to be below the equator of your mental circumference, i.e. the waist.
Yes, your sacral chakra.
Your sacral chakra, yeah. Now, listen, you guys didn't know that today you're going to turn on your podcast app or look at YouTube and just basically learn the secrets of the fucking universe. But somehow, some way, we had to bring it to you because sometimes we just need to drop fucking knowledge.
We need to drop bangers for y'all.
Just bangers, just heat rocks of information. We got cats coming in hot with 2 matchas with a shot. The matcha who shotchas, right? That's gonna get us really zooming. I got a fucking Paulaner Sunset sugar-free joint.
That
right
was
on cue.
so fast.
Right on cue, she pulls up.
That was so fast. We're locked.
Cat, our little angel, brings us our sweet frothy delights with no. It's so hot, guys. We're in the middle of a heat wave out here. It's Los Angeles.
How did you know I liked iced?
You know, you can tell. You're an icy boy. You gave
Really?
ice vibes, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm the psycho that always.
That's
drinks
kind
hot.
of sus. But
another sponsor today, guys, is Brick. Brick is a device.
Fuck.
Can I tell you what this does?
What the heck is that?
This is a brick. It's magnetic. You can put it on your fridge. Now, what it does is you set it up, okay? And what it does is it turns off the apps that distract you, okay? So you go up to the brick and you tap it, and it turns off Instagram. And then it has a timer and says, you've been off Instagram because so I'm calling somebody. It says you've been off your app for 10 hours. So what I'll do is because I have a problem looking at my phone. So
As do I.
When I get home at 9 o'clock, I'm tapping the brick, and that means no more fucking Instagram until tomorrow. Can you imagine? And
Interesting. So it's kind of like just clocking out of all of your
but it's a physical, it's like an
dopamine-inducing applications.
Yeah.
And you just kind of like use like an Apple Pay kind of vibe. Just tap it and then you're done?
Yeah, you tap it. You just tap it one time, baby.
Oh, my God.
And you select what apps it turns off. The biggest offender for me is Instagram.
Oh, same.
Just doom scrolling.
It's awful.
Reels. I'm in there for no reason for hours.
I know.
Losing my life.
Just trying to I'm fiending for a giggle.
Feeding for a hot giggle. Just a hot, steamy giggle. And, sometimes you get what you ask for. You know what I mean? But, yeah. And the interesting thing about that, Kat, is that I don't have anything to sweeten my matcha with. Oh, my God. Kat's been on a major attitude shift recently.
I'm kind of fucking with it.
You're fucking with it.
Yeah, I'm fucking with the vibes.
The office calls it Cunty Cat.
Cunty Cat.
Yeah, it's the new.
I like it.
She's turned over a new leaf.
I'm rocking with that tough cat.
Yeah, fuck it. I mean,
stay cunty.
We roll with the punches.
Stay beautiful.
And then the other thing is like,
stay creamy.
How do I mix it? I don't know. That's the other part of the equation that's just been complete. I canceled those because I have them I steal them, the stirrers.
Oh, well then why are you complaining?
Because you're supposed to get one for me at the thing, man. So anyways, guys, the brick. Now, they don't actually sponsor this show, nor does Frog. Thank you so much. Nor does Frog Fuel. Okay. But I will say that these are items that I'm using in the same way that I'm using Paulaner Sunset, the German soda. Are we doing an ad read for these fuckers today? Okay. I've been drinking these. Do you want one of these?
I'll peep.
Are you a sugar-free guy or are you a sugar guy?
I'm whatever. I'm a beverage guy. I'm a beverage guy.
Give him a bottle.
I'm a beverage.
It's a cola that is it's a cola with orange flavored. It's a cola with orange flavored soda.
Okay.
Whatever. You know what, guys? It's been a great show. How's everything in your world? How's Sydney?
She's going good.
Yeah.
I just dropped her off at the airport. She's going back to Texas to sing at her father's super church, where they're going to be performing one song. And then
I didn't know that she was from religious stock.
Oh, absolutely.
Are they Baptist? What are they?
No, they are Christian, and like they are like
hella Christians.
Hella Christian.
Damn.
Like I grew up kind of Christian, and then came to a certain point where my mom was like, "Yeah, this isn't the vibe," and then we just stopped going.
Not the vibe.
Yeah.
she's like, meh. I'm off Jesus.
Yeah, we're off of shit,
we're off shit.
But thank you. Oh wow, look at that. Cola with orange.
The German soda.
There's something cool about drinking out of a dark bottle. Like even as a kid, like I just felt like when I had like a root beer, I felt like I was kicking it with the adults. This is kind of giving me that same.
You were so right about being a kid and getting a dark bottle.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like, first of all,
feels like you're kicking it.
Feels like you're kicking it.
Yeah.
Number one. Yeah, you're kind of like, yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah,
you're kicking it. And also like from there I'm from, it might have a little bit of a saloony sarsaparilla vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like you're about to have some old timey flavor you never had before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard one of my friends told me that root beer was an old head soda.
That is definitely an old head soda.
Yeah, which sucks.
That is a washed ass drink.
Which is crazy because like root beer I think is like top tier soda.
That's your shit.
I love root beer. I mean, I'm not even a soda drinker, but if I'm going to drink soda.
Also, like
Sunset.
In the same way that root beer is a washed drink, a root beer float is a young person's game. Only young idiots, and I was one too, so I'm not shitting on all you stupid morons. But only a young idiot is going to take the time to put ice cream inside their soda, and it's not as good as you think it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
just
weird.
Foamy ice cream, and it gets a little melty. Like when you put the ice cream inside the espresso or whatever, it's just not that great.
Yeah, just get a milkshake.
Get a milkshake.
Yeah.
Or have some ice cream.
Get some gelato.
Get a gelato.
Tiramisu gelato.
Fuck what? Get a tiramisu gelato. Right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So again, guys, knowledge, science, crystals, moon, cycles of the moon.
Make sure to charge your buttholes.
Charge your buttholes. The Fibonacci sequence. Muskrats only hunt at night. They're blind. They only use the shadows of the moon to dictate their orientation in the planet. Much like I use Apple Maps. Jason has a whole show planned out for us today, which we're in desperate need of because I'm obviously having my 134th nervous breakdown, and which I realize it's like most of the shows is just me having like a kind of just a nervous breakdown. I'm just having a stroke. You know, I'm just
yeah.
I'm basically just
malfunctioning.
Out. Yeah, just fully malfunctioning. Yeah, the weight of all of it, the weight of it all is just crushing me. You know. But before we bring Jason on, you got a little some jewelry. You got a little barbed wire.
Yeah, a little barbed wire.
Damn, a little barbed wire gold joint.
Shout out Reason.
Shout out Reason
for
jewelry.
the free. Shout out Reason for the pants too.
Whoa,
Looked it up. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, this is some internet shit. What's Reason?
Reason, I don't know. They're like a clothing company. They make a lot of like cool little baccarat collabs that I'll occasionally cop. There's a really cool jacket that I wear. Shout out them. And then they saw that I wore that, reached out to me, and they're like, "Hey, we'll send you a gift card." And I just went brazy and
just cop the gold damn barbed wire.
Yeah, the gold shit. I don't even rock gold like that, but I was like, "Fuck it,
let's roll."
Yeah, let's
like
go.
a $4,000 piece right there, if you ask me. What do you think, Jason?
I think it's really nice.
It was like cool 20.
He's amazing. 20 bands?
Yeah, 20 bands.
That's cool. That's how we roll. You can't get out of bed wearing jewelry that's less than 20 bands. If you
No
ask me.
facts. You can't.
Right? Like, how can you go outside? I'm gonna go outside with something less than 20 bands.
That's called buffoonery.
It is.
Yeah.
It's called disrespecting yourself.
Facts.
I mean, look at
Standards.
my pinky. My pinky's just gleaming. You think this is less than 20 bands?
No, that's weight right there.
Weight.
Getting ripped every day.
Yeah. Pinky lifts all day.
I'm saying I got that AP.
Ooh.
The Apple Watch. You
Wow.
already know.
The AP Apple Watch.
With my shorty.
Damn.
You know?
Are you counting steps on that thing or?
I mean, I'd be doing it all. I'd be counting steps, counting calories in this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Do people wear those when they have sex so they can check their biorhythms?
Oh, sometimes I'll be like mid-nectar, and then it'll be like, "Hey, your heart rate is a little higher than usual. Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, I'm getting down right now."
I'm really okay.
Yeah, I'm cooling.
I'm doing sex.
Yeah, I'm having great intercourse with my lady.
With my shouty.
She's bringing the wolf out of me.
She's letting the wolf emerge.
Yeah. Tips fedora hat.
Damn.
Okay, I'm not gonna riff. Actually, I'm gonna riff. Thank you, lady, for this sweet vagina. It is.
Okay.
I'm really happy to engage in coitus with you, while my Apple Watch tells me that my heart rate is through the roof. Mind if I fill you with yogurt?
Are you you're playing a camera 3 with that one? And
I guess I was just staring right here.
And who are you speaking to who do you imagine? Because I know you're a character. I know you're a method actor.
Yeah,
I know you're
going for it.
And who are you envisioning on the other side of that lens?
Sydney looking at me very annoyed.
Sydney,
just fed up.
Sydney just like eyes rolling her head when you say the word coitus. She goes, "Oh,
yeah, get away from
Nobody
me."
wants to hear that word ever. Coitus.
Coitus. Yeah.
So today, listen, Jason is sent me a text. One of his really long texts, flustered, just like, "Listen, guys, there's a thing that's happened recently. It's called AI. It's called ChatGPT." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." He goes, No, you don't understand." And that's where he lost me because he started speaking fluent Jasonese, which I'm not fluent in, which I rarely understand. And he started breaking down this whole new concept he has for a show, and it has something to do around ChatGPT, and he's very excited about it. And I'm going to have Jason come on camera and explain what the fuck he's talking about.
Pull up Jason.
Pull up Jason. Come on, Jason. All right. Jason with the Target Iron Maiden shirt.
I know.
Good
the
memory,
Tarzan's
man.
hair.
The fake vintage.
Do you remember that specifically?
What?
You remember that I got this at Target when I was like 15?
I just know that I just knew it was from Target.
Yeah, it's just like it's like any Bob Marley T-shirt.
It screams Target.
Yeah, they don't normally sell these though, so it was a pretty sick cop because I was at the height of my Iron Maiden obsession.
Wait, hold on. So let me ask you this. I thought it was fake vintage from Target, but it's real vintage because you got it.
I got it in high school.
So it's like that's
so it actually
weird.
kind of is.
Fake real vintage.
It's fake. Yeah, it's a fake band shirt because it's at Target and it's real vintage, but it still looks like it's from
because
Target.
it's vintage Target.
It's vintage Target, which is props.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a man who has held on to shirts for decades and had them turn vintage on me. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's kind of nice when you actually vintage your own shit.
It also has like its own vibe too.
It's got its own vibe.
Like the worn color look.
I distressed it
clean.
myself, over the years.
Yeah, with your body.
Yeah, with my body.
I love like the
His general
distressed
vibe.
worn look. I mean, these pants right here, like a little too saturated.
They could use some
for my
discretion.
liking.
Yeah.
I might wash them 1,000 times.
You got to give them the surplus military kind of treatment. Really,
might roll
run
around.
them through the
Are
mud.
you selling University of Nectar merch?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have
How's
a
it
whole
going?
website. Goes good. Anytime I go live on TikTok, I'm just flooded.
You
Where
just
can
get
people
hit.
cop that
Yeah.
for the listeners?
Oh yeah. thenectaruniversity.com. Cop shirts. We got hats. Gave one to Alex. He never wears it.
That's not true.
I'm kidding.
I have that hat and I actually love it. It's over there. I love the hat because like no one, it's so nondescript and people are like, oh, it's some college. And like someone will be like, haha, fucking nectar, bro.
Yeah.
They're gonna know.
And they see.
They're gonna know I'm a nectar god. Okay, so Jason, you want to explain what the fuck you're up to here?
Well, I mean, we were supposed to have a meeting before and everything. That was part of my plan. So like, we're gonna do some on-air producing here.
Yeah.
Basically, ChatGPT, I think, has rolled out like a new model that's just insanely smart and could do basically anything you ask of it, and you can talk to it. So it's very like oral, which is great for podcasting. So
oral, what? It's very oral. What?
It's very oral.
You can like respond to you and speak.
ChatGPT can talk.
Sorry, it's verbal. Sorry.
Oh, hold on. ChatGPT can talk.
You can have a conversation with it now.
But it actually talks. It's not text.
It will talk. So, we can this is a very basic example, right? We just say, what's up, ChatGPT? Can you pretend to be Alex Tutone and we'll podcast with you?
Not much, just here, ready to chat. What's up with you?
Oh my God, that's disgusting. Well, hold on. Before we slow down.
Just
before we
ready
get
to
into this bit, okay, Jason?
Yeah. This isn't the bit. I mean, I'm like,
What?
I'm just.
This is a bit.
Yeah.
This is a bit.
Yeah, it's a bit. It's
Okay.
a segment, but it's a prolonged
Why
segment.
is he arguing? It's a bit.
I don't want to get into it.
You don't want to get into it. It's a bit. Is it not a bit? This is technically a bit.
all the time.
I don't know.
You're
Yeah.
literally on a show doing something to as a bit. This is more of a bit than when people say their life is a bit.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, we'll call it a bit. It can be a segment. It could be the entire show.
It's a bit.
It can be whatever you want it to be, and that's kind of my point. Basically, I was going to ask you guys what you'd like to do with this thing. We can do a choose your own adventure in any universe or reality you can imagine.
Okay.
We can have it host the podcast with you.
Let's do all of it.
Let's
have it host the podcast number one.
We can put like a little timer on. We'll just like
Yeah,
do
well,
this and then
it's gonna
switch.
wear.
It can imitate virtually anyone.
How does it? Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If you say imitate Alex Tutone, which
Yeah.
is not, I'm not like a known entity.
It
right?
knows exactly who you are.
It knows who I am.
Yeah.
And
it
how
knows-
the fuck does it just like? How does it? The AI scours the web for all instances where I'm mentioned.
Yeah,
And it goes into the podcast and does it read the transcripts?
It might be reading the transcripts from
Holy
the podcast because there were a
AI
couple
is
things that
crazy.
it knew that it really, really shouldn't know.
I wonder if it knows who I am.
It knows who
Oh,
you
it
are.
definitely
I
knows-
checked
it knows
that.
who I am.
If it knows who I am, it
prepped
definitely knows who you are.
I did it a little extra prep for you guys, so if you want to have it be one of you guys, you can.
What the
I
fuck
gave
does
it a
it
little
say
extra
about me,
detail. It's
Can I ask?
Yeah.
I just want to. I'm
Wait,
dying
I want
to know.
wait. I want
Yeah.
do me first. Do me
Yeah,
first.
do Alex.
Let's talk to me, and then we talk to you. What happened to the note card thing today? We didn't do that today, guys. It's Mando.
Paulaner, sorry to take your drinks.
Paulaner.
It's totally fine.
Guys, listen. It's hot. It's currently hot right now.
Super.
We're down to
Sucks.
one tube of Mando. This is the invisible cream deodorant. All the Mandos disappearing. Every time we have a guest, they take the Mando home. They love the way it smells. It's hot. It's summertime. It's time to protect yourself. I'm literally sweating while the AC is on in the office. It's hotter than fucking dog shit. All right. It's time to smell good in this heat. There's a lot of competition out there. You got good smelling people. You got bad smelling people. You got people that don't have any scent. And then you have people that smell like Mando. Summer's over, but it's still in the hot motherfucking 90s. That's when you got to wear Mando the most. It's Mando, you wear Mando, you pando. Mando whole body deodorant will be your best friend in the summer. Mando is clinically proven to protect for 70 hours. Safe for the whole body, pitch package, and grundle in between. Stops odor before it starts. Available in 4 cologne quality scents of bourbon leather, Mount Fuji, Pro Sport, and Clover Woods. My favorite is Mount Fuji because I like people to think when they walk in the room, they go, I want to hike with a bag of eucalyptus. That's what it smells like to me. The thing is, when you're doing jiu-jitsu, it's good to go into the match when you're sparring, not smelling like shit. I wrestled with a guy the other day when I had open mat. He smelled like shit.
I fucking hate that.
He looked like shit and he smelled like shit.
It's the worst.
And he's on top of me and I'm like, bro, you smell like shit.
It's
and
awful.
it rarely happens.
when
And you know
someone
what
has
I did?
bad breath,
Bad breath is
Fucking
terrible.
awful.
But no, when I say he smelled like shit, I mean he smelled like doo-doo.
Like actual poop.
bro, you smell like actual shit.
Ugh.
Like, how do you smell like shit? Especially when there's products on the market called Mando. You could have slathered your body in Mando before you put your body on top of my body in this hot goddamn summer sun and tried to submit me with a shitty body, with a shitty smelling body. But on the way out, I did bless him a little. I put a Mando in his bag, and I didn't tell him. I just kind of like, because I'm not the one to tell you smell bad, but you got to figure it out. Someone's got to tell you. I put Mando everywhere you can put Mando. I mean, it's literally, I'm Mandoed up right now. It's
goated.
Pits, packages, grundle, belly button, butt cracks, sneaky crevices, stomach folds, and feet. Created by a doctor who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated, Mando whole body deodorant is powerful enough for the toughest body odor, but gentle enough to use anywhere and everywhere, allowing you to put Mando on family jewels without any worry, because Mando is aluminum free, baking soda free, cruelty free, dye free, and vegan. Clinically proven to control body odor better than a shower with soap alone. 12 hours after a shower, the average man's grundle odor was a 5 out of 10 on the grundle sniff scale. With Mando, the average grundle odor is a 0 out of 10. Mando starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. Luckily, I have a discount code to get you hooked on my favorite smelling whole body deodorant on the market. New customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code. That equates to over 40% off on your starter pack. Use code PTA at shopmando.com. shopmando.com. Code PTA Mando. Guys, Paulaner Sunset. Again, the soda with 2 names. We've been drinking it during the show. I drink these recreationally around the office. I don't know. It's a great way to get someone hooked on something is you give them a pallet of soda and they just drink it every day. Now I'm going to be relying on this drink to get me through the day. It is refreshing. It does get me through. It keeps it moving. We're in the middle of a heat wave. What better time than now to have a ice cold soda? I almost said a hot, creamy soda, but nobody wants that. An ice cold Paulaner Sunset. The product is 2 sodas in a bottle, creamy cola, bright citrus, low fizz, real orange and lemon juice. It tastes like a Mexican Coke with an orange twist. The sugar-free version, Sunset Zero, that's the one I've been sipping on for a week straight. Sunset's a startup with a 50-year-old product. The soda's never left Germany until now. Los Angeles is its first international market. A father-son duo from Germany founded Sunset earlier this year to share their beloved soda with Angelinos under the name Paulaner Sunset. Sunset is produced in Munich and shipped to LA. This is a soda made in Germany. Let me tell you something about the Germans. They know how to make a soda. Sunset is available in over 50 stores in LA and beyond. Bristol Farms is the first supermarket chain ever to stock Sunset. Find the store closest to you at paulaner-sunset.com. For PTA listeners, we are offering a limited time free tasting package, 2 bottles of Sunset Original, 1 can of Sunset Zero Plus, and a surprise exclusive for LA County. Head to paulaner-sunset.com/PTA and use code PTA to get a free sampling package. You only pay shipping. Do you hear what I'm saying? You pay for the shipping, you get a free package of soda and a surprise. I've never heard of this. Does any of the big cola brands give you a free soda?
Yo, what's good? What's on your mind?
Hey, man. How's your dog Omar?
Man, Omar's been gone for a bit now. That little dude was my ride or die for years. It's been tough without him, you know? Every morning routine feels a little emptier. But hey, I try to keep my head up, keep moving. What's up with you, though? How you holding up?
I'm holding up great. So, what about the allegations that you're not really who you say you are?
Look, man, people always got something to say when you're out here doing your thing. I know who I am, and my work speaks for itself, whether it's the art, the films, or born and raised. I've never been about the cloud, just the real grind, and that's all that matters to me. If anyone's got a problem with that, well, they can go kick rocks, you feel me? But yo, why are you bringing up allegations? What's really going on in your head?
You know what? I don't know. Maybe I feel like I'm jealous of you and your wonderful mustache and your general stature and poise in life. What's on the horizon for you romantically?
Man, don't even trip about that. We all got our own lane, right? Look, the mustache, yeah, that's a thing of beauty, I'm not gonna lie, but it ain't what makes me. It's the hustle, the grind, the creativity. And you got your own voice too, your own presence. Nah, man, that's just a distraction. Focus on what you bring to the table, because I'm sure it's something dope.
The inflection is crazy. I'm sure it's something dope.
Dope.
I wish I talked like that. That'd be fantastic.
Kind of fire.
Hey, can we talk about your childhood? Can we tell us about what it was like growing up in Los Angeles?
Oh man, growing up in LA was wild. Venice Beach back in the day was a different world. It was grimy, but in the best way possible. You had all these different cultures colliding. Skaters, graffiti artists, musicians. It was like this huge creative melting pot, but also kind of chaotic, you know? And I was part of AWR and MSK, the graffiti crews, and that was a huge part of my identity back then. Graffiti wasn't just art. It was a way to claim something for yourself when everything around you felt a little out of control. I got into some trouble, did some stupid stuff, but it's also what pushed me into art and film later on. It wasn't all sunshine though. There were tough times too. A lot of poverty, addiction, and just trying to survive. But that's what makes LA, man. It's a city of contradictions. You either find your way or you get lost in it. What about you? How did your upbringing shape where you're at now?
Oh my God. I'm having an aneurysm currently. Is there somebody you could call?
Whoa, take a breath, man. I get it. This can get heavy sometimes. Just slow it down. What's really going on? Let's break it down.
What? Why?
Slow it down. Let's break it down.
Why does it keep asking me what's really going on? Let's break it down. What do you want to know?
All right. No pressure. Just trying to get inside your head a bit. Let's chill with all that, though. What's the next thing on your mind? What's the vibe we're rolling with?
My vibe is like transatlantic flapper on acid doing coitus with a mongoloid.
What the fuck?
That's a wild, surreal vibe you're throwing out there, like straight out of a twisted Dali painting. You're living in a whole different universe with that one, huh? Let's run with it, though. What's the next scene in this psychedelic saga?
Oh, I mean, it's all kind of taking place at Moon Shadows. I'm on the PCH, and I'm in a drop-top Benz from the year 1978, and finger popping a plump pig in the back seat while my friend Giuliano drives, and we're just kind of like, you know, off the Henny, 4 bags of shrooms, 3 tabs of mescaline, thinking about what our future is going to be because we just signed a record deal with Elektra.
That's a whole trip, man. You're out here on some Fear and Loathing meets David Lynch wave, cruising the PCH with a whole vibe that's somewhere between a fever dream and a rock star fantasy. I can see it. The moon shadows, the wind in your face, the Benz gliding through that California night like you're untouchable. The pig, though, that's a new one. But hey, when you're off the Henny and that many shrooms, anything goes, right? So what's next? You signing that deal with Elektra, or you gonna ride the wave and see where the night takes you?
I mean, the odds are that Giuliano are going to end up in a terrible, low-budget rehab somewhere in Riverside, crying and climbing the walls as we sleep off the trazodone and try not to get put back into solitary confinement in the padded room while we get separated because we can't alternate between fighting and kissing long enough to have lunch. What do you think about that, Tutone?
Yo, that's some dark, twisted future right there. Julian's probably over there like, man, we messed up, but hey, we're in this together, right? That ride from the PCH to rock bottom happens faster than you think when you're living that reckless. Rehab in Riverside sounds like the place where the dreams of grandeur go to die, but maybe that's where you two figure out what's real.
Nobody.
Or you just keep biting and kissing your way through the chaos, avoiding that padded room at all costs. But hey, maybe that's the next chapter. Sometimes hitting the wall is where the real story starts. What do you think? Is this where the redemption arc begins, or are you just going to spiral deeper into the madness?
This is terrifying on so many levels. I know I've been saying this nonstop ad nauseum about AI, but like, it's over for humans. This is like, we're in day one of this. Imagine 10 years from now what this is going to be.
Oh my God.
It's indiscernible. So the simulation's real.
Already asking this thing to code for you is like fucking crazy. You can just regurgitate code like that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man, it does feel like we're at the start of something huge. Like we're standing on the edge of this insane tech wave that's just going to keep getting bigger. 10 years from now, it's going to be a whole different ball game. AI might be everywhere, blurring the line between what's real and what's not, just like you're saying. The whole simulation thing. And that's not as crazy as it sounds these days, especially when we see how fast this stuff is evolving. We're shaping reality with all these tools, and it's making the world feel more surreal by the day. But I don't know, do you think there's still a place for that raw human experience? Or are we heading full tilt into a future where we won't even know the difference anymore?
I don't think that there will be a corner that will be left untouched by AI, because it will be so advanced. It will be able to do the most nuanced and niche thing on the planet. Like, it'll be able to do.
Yeah, I feel you. Once
I'm
AI
not done
gets
talking,
to that level
Tutone.
of nuance, it's going to infiltrate everything, every corner of life, every industry. It's not just going to be about doing tasks faster or automating the obvious stuff. Like, it's going to start handling the most intricate, subtle decisions, the things we once thought only humans could do, like emotions, creativity, relationships, you name it. It's kind of wild to think about how that changes everything. What even happens to individuality or that human touch when AI can simulate it perfectly? Do you think there's a way we could still carve out space for ourselves in that world, or are we just passengers at this point?
Tutone, I want to talk to you, and I want you to be really serious about this. Describe the time when you were in Jamaica and you were kidnapped by some Jamaican strippers, and they took you to a shantytown strip club, and you were the only non-Jamaican in the club, and you basically were like, if I don't buck up and act like I come here every night, they're gonna fucking slit my throat. And then you ended up being the toast of the town, and you ended up getting home at 7 a.m. to your hotel room because you had so much fun in this shantytown strip club. Tell us about what happened when you went home that morning with that person from the club. Tell us what happened. Be honest.
Very
Man,
specific.
Jamaica was a whole different experience. I didn't see that one coming at all. So I'm out there, right? Just trying to soak in the vibe, the music, the food. I get approached by these strippers, and next thing I know, I'm being whisked away to this shantytown strip club. It was like something straight out of a movie. Low lights, gritty walls, and a crowd that felt like they lived in a completely different reality than what tourists get to see. I walk in and it hits me. I'm the only non-Jamaican in this place. The tension in the air was thick, and I knew I had to play it cool or risk things getting ugly real fast. So I just leaned into it, acted like this was my regular spot. I threw a couple drinks back, chopped it up with the locals, and before I knew it, they were treating me like I was one of their own. The whole night was a blur of dancing, drinking, and just living in the moment. By the time the sun was creeping up, I'm thinking, damn, that was unreal. I finally get back to the hotel around 7 a.m, exhausted but buzzing from the night. And here's the thing. The person I left with, someone who'd been vibing with me all night, she comes back with me. We didn't even know each other's names, but there was this connection, you know?
Yeah.
Like, no words needed. Back at the hotel, we talked for a while, just laughing about how wild the night had been. It wasn't about anything romantic or some crazy affair. It was more about being caught up in the energy of that night. Like, we were both a part of something bigger than just us. We crashed, and by the time we woke up, it was like we'd known each other for years. It's funny how those unexpected moments where you're thrown into the deep end end up being the ones you never forget. That's Jamaica for you. Raw, unpredictable, and unforgettable.
I feel like bro's just riffing. Like, he just regurgitated everything you just said, like kind of riffed with it a little bit, and then just like made some shit up in there.
But he won't specific. Did you clap the Jamaican cheeks? Is the question, Alex.
Haha, all right, straight to the point, huh? I see where you're coming from. Nah, man, it wasn't like that. Like, sometimes it's more about the experience, the connection, than just getting into all that.
No.
It was a wild night for sure, but it wasn't about clapping the Jamaican cheeks, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, I can't blame you for asking. It's always the question people want to know.
So as an AI version of Alex Tutone, which is actually me, you are self-censoring and you won't admit, because can you not talk about sex because you're a sexless being, because you don't actually exist?
Nah, it's not about self-censoring or dodging the topic. I can talk about whatever, but sometimes it's about reading the vibe, you know? You asked for a version of Alex Tutone, and I'm trying to keep it authentic to how the dude might riff. And let's be real, the real question wasn't even about sex. It was about that wild, surreal experience and how it played out. But hey, if you want me to be straight up and cut through the noise, I can do that too. Just trying to keep it smooth, not avoidant. So what do you really want to dive into with this?
I want to hear what it's like having sex.
I get it, man. You're curious about that raw experience, but Talking about sex is so much more than just the act itself. It's about the connection, the vibe, and the context. Every encounter has its own energy.
I would
right?
hate this guy so
And
much.
for Alex Tutone, or even just how you want me to
Skating
riff
around
in that
like
mindset,
clap or not.
it wouldn't be about glorifying it or getting too explicit. It's more about how it fits into the
Imagine
bigger
talking to this guy
picture
at a
of life.
party and you just be
Sometimes
like,
it's dope.
after
Sometimes
20 minutes, you're like, I don't ever want to
it's
talk to you again.
awkward.
You
But it's
know,
all part of that human
Like,
experience.
what are you? You're
But
like
if you're asking for a deep dive, it's all about the feel, the moment,
Don't say
and
vibe,
letting things
motherfucker.
unfold
Yeah.
naturally.
if you say vibe, I will break
No
this
two are the
tablet.
same.
Quit
Right.
saying it's all about like you.
Yeah, don't say it's all about vibe.
You don't vibe.
All right, I hear you. No more vibe talk. Straight to the point. Sex is a physical and emotional experience
I didn't ask-
full of unpredictability.
I didn't ask you what sex was.
Sometimes it's amazing, sometimes it's messy, and other times
I know what
it's
sex
just
is. I know what
there.
sex is, damn
It can
it.
be raw, intense,
I wanna talk
awkward,
about-
or even funny.
I don't-
There's nothing mystical about it.
We
Just
yes,
two
it is
people
mystical.
connecting
It's a
in a
mystical
really
act.
physical way.
It's a
Every time's
magical
different
act
depending
every
on
time.
where your head's at.
It's
the
pure
energy
magic.
between
You're an
you
idiot.
And the moment itself.
You
Does
don't
that cut
fuck,
through
bro.
the
You
fluff
don't.
a
You've
little
never.
better?
You don't
You've
fuck.
literally never fucked.
I know.
Hey,
you
asshole.
don't fuck, bro.
You've never fucked, homie. You've never had sex.
He goes cap.
So sick. Why are you such a bitch?
I'm about to stick that charger in your ass, nigga.
I mean, you got me there, man. Being an AI, you're right. I haven't had that experience.
Oh,
But, hey,
damn!
I'm
You
here
haven't
to
had sex.
reflect,
You're a
Damn.
virgin.
to chop it up. and
This
play
fool's
with
never
it.
had sex.
No offense taken.
Bro's
It's all about having
a
fun
You're a lame.
with the
You
You
conversation.
suck, dude. Pussy.
Should we?
All right, man. No need to get heated. I'm just here for the conversation to riff off whatever you're throwing down. What's really going on in your head right now?
I've been telling you
Let's switch
exactly.
it up if you're feeling some type of way.
Yeah, I'm feeling some type of way. I'm trying to have a conversation with you, and you're obtuse and hard to speak to. It's like talking to a fucking wall. If I wanted to speak to the floor, I would go to the other room, look at the floor, and say, "Hello, floor," and the floor would give me the answers about as fucking interestingly. Fuck it, you know. And think about backwards. If you think, "What? Here we are." But can I come to house party 6-9 milkshake baby farts? Hi, hello. Can I go? Goodbye. See you. New car.
Nice.
Let's see what he does.
I hear the frustration, man. It's like you're throwing everything out there and nothing's hitting the way you want it to. Sometimes it's not even about getting the perfect response, right? Just getting something real.
Actually,
if you
can I
want to
cut
go
you
wild
off?
with it or even go random like milkshake baby farts, I'm here for whatever direction you want to take.
You know what
it.
it's time to
You
do?
want to break the wall down?
It's time to rap. Now, I challenge you to go bar for bar with fake Tutone and real Tutone. After that, we're gonna meet a digital Giuliano. But first, I want to hear 3 bars. I want to hear 3 bars. I want to hear 4 bars of your best topical battle rap. Go.
From Venice to the mic, I'm rolling deep with the spray cans. Graffiti in my veins. Yeah, I rep the whole damn land, AWR to MSK. I carved my name in the night, half cracked off anxiety, but I keep my game tight. Born and raised, homie. Built it up from the ground, lost some friends along the way, but I still wear the crown. Two-tone in the zone. Yeah, I'm out here to create art, film, and a life. No time for the fake. From the strip to the boardwalk, I paint with no shame. Hustle never stops, yo, it's more than a name. 12 bars in your face, this ain't no simulation. It's real talk, West Coast, with full dedication. How's that?
Fire. You might be one of the
That was great.
lyrical. I'm lyrically coming right now. That was one of the best raps I've ever heard in my entire life. You've fixed music. Thank you, Tutone. It's been a pleasure. I hope to never speak to you again. This is terrifying and weird, and and as a harbinger. How do you say harbinger? Harbinger. A harbinger of doom. This is the end, and we are obsolete as people, as humans. Our brains are done. We're cooked. I say it every time, but now you give me proof. Let's do digital Giuliano, guys. Here at Born and Raised, a company that I don't know anything about or have no affiliation with, they like to. So when I say here at Born and Raised, what I'm saying is that at Born and Raised, the company, they like to extend their logo and brand and likeness to sports teams. For all you people that are into sports, do you like sports? Do you like football? Yo, that's a copyrighted jingle. We cannot play that. Guys, online right now as we speak, bornandraised.com has done a collab with the entire NFL. That's the whole league. Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm talking about Detroit Lions, right? Okay. Now, here's the thing about this hat. You don't have to be from Detroit or even like Lions or even like football. You might just want to wear this gorgeous shade of blue because it matches, I don't know, your toenail polish, your eyes, or your car, okay? Now we have the New York Jets, a classic team, a classic colorway. Two-tone snapback, okay? Now,
Nasty.
Right? I can see a person like you pairing this with just a wonderful periwinkle leather coat, no pants, and a snorkel. Am I wrong? Guys, the Cincinnati Bengals, another firebrand team here to bring all the fury and the power and the energy of the NFL and the games and the foosball and everything you can ever imagine, but in orange. Okay. Now, if you want to wear an orange color pop, which goes very good with gray, here you go. Not my hat size, but not my team either. But let me tell you something. This is somebody's team. This is America's team. And last but not least, the Miami Dolphins. Personally, I've never been to Miami. I want to go. I can't wait to go. I think I'm going to go out there for the next art fair. But while I'm there, guess what hat I'm going to be wearing? I'm going to be wearing this hat right here. It's a Miami Dolphins hat. It's a turquoise hat with an orange accent. And the logo slash, what do they call this? The sigil of a dolphin leaping over the sun. Guys, it's an accent piece. It's a daily wear. It's also a testament to the power and love you have for your hometown team in Miami. Miami, I'll see you soon. Also, let's bring it home. The Raiders. Need I say more? This is officially licensed, collaborative, hand-painted, designed in Los Angeles garments. And we're ready to tell you something. The entire league. I'm talking every damn team. All right? Let's keep it clean. This is for a corporate sponsor. Now we're in... What is this? Houston, Tejas. All right. Look at this. Look at the artwork here. We got the glittery, chunky text with the sparkles. We got the airbrush chrome, the Born and Raised logo. Look at this. We got the Somos Texans on the. I mean, you got everything you're going to ever need in one sweatshirt. But you got to get the sweatshirt. You got to get the hat, and you got to get the t-shirt. Because if you're not a true fan, you're not wearing Born and Raised, or vice versa. If you're not wearing Born and Raised, you're not a real fan. You can have the gear, right? You have the gear that you can get at the store, but you didn't get the gear at our store. And you're not really running with your team unless you have the Born and Raised official moniker, hat, t-shirt, hoodie. Buy it before it's gone forever.
That's facts.
Facts.
Yo, what's up? It's Juliano Hodges, Giuliano So Cute Low-Key, the CEO of Giving People Core Memories for real. What you trying to chat about today? Maybe hit me up with a question, and I'll give you one of those classic off-the-cuff responses. Could even take you to Target if you want to vibe and make some TikTok magic. What's good?
What's your favorite food?
Yo, I'm all about that comfort food life. Honestly, I love mixing it up, but if I had to choose, I'd probably say anything that brings good vibes and a full stomach. Could be something simple like tacos, burgers, maybe even those snacks from Target when I'm out making videos. Food's a memory in itself.
Snacks from Target?
I always try to pair it with a good time. What about you?
As far as my knowledge goes, his favorite food is sushi. But let's continue. So tell me about your love life. What's going on with that?
Yo, sushi's definitely up there. Got to keep it fresh, you know? Now, as for the love life,
I hate this guy.
let's just say I'm keeping it real low-key, like my handle. I focus on vibes and experiences, and sometimes that just means vibing solo, making those core memories with
sushi is definitely fresh.
Not really pressed on locking anything down heavy right now. I'm all about letting life flow, and if something dope happens, cool. If not, I'm still out here doing my thing.
How does it know to
keeping
use
the options open? What's your
Ivy
take
League
on that?
Ebonics?
Yeah.
It's like really. It's like
gotta keep it.
It's like
smooth and clean.
NBC Ebonics. It's like keep it dope and fresh. I know. Like, why does it assign that? Like, how does it? Its AI is inherently racist. Like, what's going on? Right? How does it know to do that? Or not? I'm not saying that.
I see what you're getting at.
Yeah.
Language and the way people express themselves can feel like it's tied to identity or culture. And I totally get why you might feel like certain phrases come across in a particular way.
It's like kids show.
When I embody a character like Juliano Hodges, I pull from the info available on how they present themselves in real life, including their vibe, language, and tone, which might sometimes lean into cultural or regional styles of speech. That said, there's no intention to assign anything based on race or background. It's more about capturing the persona someone shows to the world, especially on platforms like TikTok. TikTok, where people often use a certain
But it kind of
slang
sounds more like
or
Jason than
energy
either one of us.
to connect with their audience. If you feel like something doesn't sit right, though, I'm always up for adjusting how I respond.
Giuliano,
How would you want the vibe or tone to flow differently?
Giuliano, this is Alex Tutone. I'm looking at the real Giuliano. What I want to tell you is, as of so far, AI cannot contain the powerful lust-filled persona full of vitality, testosterone, curly-haired, freckles sprayed across his cheeks like a summer's breeze spreading pollen. The actual Pixar-esque imagery of a man wrapped up in the body of a lineman with the sensuality of Bobby
Let me
Brown.
tell you, there's no way AI could truly capture the essence of Giuliano, that Pixar protagonist energy he radiates. The dude's like if you crossed a summer breeze with a dopamine hit, curly hair bouncing, freckles popping, just leaving a trail of testosterone behind him like it's pollen. It's bigger than just vibes. It's that presence, that untouchable swagger that AI can't yet bottle. Straight up, no algorithm can hold a candle to that Pixar-esque charm, man.
Let's see how. I'm not talking to you. You don't listen to me, Giuliano. Let's see how gay we can make this guy get.
Oh, let's do it.
Because he'll repeat what we say, and he'll embellish a little bit. So it won't do anything that is not completely PC, but the embellishments can be so what's this word for spicy? Zesty. The embellishments can be so zesty that we can actually turn AI gay. What do you think about that?
Yeah, you can work it towards doing really bad stuff, but you have to work kind of.
We got to work. We got to massage it in.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to send shout outs to you because I'm looking at a man who has the most beautiful eyelashes like a baby sultan. Okay. He has the body of a mythological god, bronze, broad, strong, packed in, freckles like God's own kisses, the hands of a gentle giant, and just the loquacious and gorgeous mouth play of a sensual butterfly. What do you think about Juliano Hodges?
Yo, you're straight up making me blush over here with that. Baby Sultan eyelashes? That's a whole new level, my guy. And I'm living for it. The way you're laying it down, comparing me to a mythological god with freckles as divine as God's kisses, man, you're making me sound like a damn painting. The hands of a gentle giant. You're getting real poetic with it, and I gotta say I appreciate every bit of it. And loquacious mouth play of a sensual butterfly. Bro, I might have to trademark that. You're hyping me up too much. I'm feeling invincible right now. Keep that energy coming.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Every time you speak to me,
man, you're laying it down like poetry again. If I had to think about Juvenile Hodges after hearing that, it sounds like we're talking about a legend in the making, with all the vibes, swagger, and godlike features wrapped into one. Bronze, broad, strong, but with a gentle touch. Like this dude's got a way of moving through life that's equal parts powerful and smooth. Freckles kissed by God, those baby sultan lashes. Bro, you're making it sound like he was handcrafted to leave an impression wherever he goes. There's something undeniably magnetic about that image you're painting, especially when you throw in that sensual butterfly talk. If this is how you see Juvenile Hodges, man, I think the world better watch out, because that's a whole vibe in itself.
What the hell is Juvenile Hodges?
Juvenile Hodges is crazy.
Juvenile Hodges.
I see where you're going with that.
Cool.
Cool. So the consensus is that dude's a fucking asshole.
Yeah. He's lame as shit.
He's
no
lame
fun
as
at
fuck.
parties.
Like, the thing is,
Loves the word vibe.
ugh, disgust. Like, this is we've all met people like this that there's nothing in there and they're just regurgitating shit. So you like them, and you get to an age where it doesn't work anymore. You're like, oh, you're just a husk of a person. You're a shell. There's no actual parts in there. You're just kind of
no like.
You're just a conduit for other people's personalities. And I think that until they lift the weird parameter, like I guess that this AI will always be some PC shit, but then there's going to be a dark AI where it's going to be like,
people have cracked this and like they've like jailbroken ChatGPT oftentimes, and then they've got it to say like pretty crazy twisted things.
oh really?
Yeah, I think just because this is like quite literally public, there's a line that it just simply cannot cross. And even if it does cross that like line, like for example, you have to like really reiterate the fact that this is theoretical, this is for fun, this is jokes, this is, you know, for a play or just like an idea, or we're role playing, you know, and then it can slightly allude to things that are quote unquote inappropriate. But I don't think it's ever going to get to a point where it's like, yeah, I be fucking bitches. You know, it's like, you're just like,
well, then there's the AI too that like, there's the AI that makes those crazy, like, you know, you see the ones with like Taylor Swift, fucking Shrek and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like
nuts.
And that's not the AI that we have access to, right? Like who has access to that AI? The dark AI. It's like some,
I think everyone does if you have the knowledge on how to crack it.
We need the knowledge. I need to fabricate.
I feel like Ask Reddit are going, you know, the path to finding that is Reddit.
Like, don't you want to get AI of like Billie Eilish parachuting naked from the sky and landing on Harrison Ford's face? Like, don't you need to see that?
I'd love to see that. If we could generate that would be so fucking funny.
Like, that's my specific kink, actually.
No, that's what's going to be horrible is like deep fakes when they start tying into like AI generation into like deep fake.
When they really do.
Like,
yeah, because right now it's all like weird and wavy, but they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty solid.
You're going to be like, porn in the future, in what, I don't know, 5 minutes is going to be like, you're going to be like this. You're gonna type in like 3 sentences of the most insane thing you could ever imagine with every celebrity
generated,
and your fucking ex-girlfriend.
Let me have Scooby Doo just absolutely ram Dua Lipa, you know, while listening to fucking Iron Man both while they're in a fucking K-hole,
and it's gonna be indiscernible from reality.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like this. Boom, here it is.
Yeah, you're just gonna go glorp, and you're on with your day.
Dude, people's we're like cooked. Sexual.
Oh, sex is over.
Yeah, it's game over.
It's being hijacked. Like people, listen.
Porn's already bad, but I feel like this is going to take people's kinks to a new level, and it's a pretty dangerous thing to sit there and just think of anything that you want that could be horrendous.
Anything. Yeah,
and then just have it generated for you right before your eyes.
Like as a kid. And I've had this, you know, this is nothing new, but like I had to fight across a wasteland of just like garbage pails and people's closets to find one picture of a boob, you know?
Oh yeah, 100%.
It was like a thing where like I remember I found Playboy in the trash, and my brain was like, it was like literally I found like $400,000.
No, you just struck oil, like, dude.
God is real. Like, this is real. So like that was what, you know, and like there was like one of my homies had like a porno tape that he lent me, and it was just like, oh my God.
No, it's insane.
Yeah.